Deepika,
Hi.
what's up?
Missing you.
I'm always missing you, Deepika.
Liar.
Listen, you look so beautiful in the film and the promos, and I'm obsessing about the love song. Totally. And I don't think any heroine can cry like Deepika Padukone does. All right, should I go and say
No.
Tamasha releasing on the 28th of November?
No, 27th of November.
Sorry, 27th.
I think, Karan, you have to host this thing now and ask Ranbir and me a few questions.
Well, you know, that's what I do for a living. You know, directing is just a hobby. Actually, hosting
Yeah, we
is
know.
what
I'll send your
my
bill
core
to
profession
UTV.
is. Is Siddharth Roy Kapoor there? Because he'll have to pay me for this.
Yeah, he's here.
He is?
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's around.
He's around. Or
He's
you'll have
here.
to pay.
Look who's here.
I've arrived on demand. Sid, where do I send my check? My
So he's giving you your check. Now you have to do a coffee with Karan with Ranbir and me. Never before, never again.
But Ranbir refuses to come on Coffee with Karan. He said he gets into too much trouble because somebody sitting on stage, that's why.
You've never invited us together, Karan.
There was enough confusion with you just talking about him, Deepika. Calling you with him, I don't know what would have happened.
Imagine.
All right, should we put Sid on the hot seat?
I think we must. You want to ask him the number of screens like they always do.
So Sid, come on, tell us. What do you think Tamasha is going to do at the box office? It's going to be a blockbuster or a very big blockbuster?
What do you think, Karan? You tell us.
Listen, it's got the hottest pair in the bloody industry. Of course, it's going to be a huge blockbuster. Then, Deepika, who do you look hotter with, Ranbir or Ranveer? Is your Jawani Diwani or is your Bajirao Mastani?
Right now, my Javani is fully Diwani.
अच्छा अच्छा घर जाके मार तो नहीं मिलेगी ना?
My dil है मुश्किल.
Your dil can never be mushkil. It seems to be in the right place these days. Any other tandavs you've been doing recently with Sanjay Bansali or are they over?
Only Tamasha. Only Tamasha.
Only Tamasha. Yeah. Listen, all you guys, I'm going to run now. I have a film to make, but Tamasha looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see it on the... Sid, you have to send me the film. I'll be in London. You'll have to send it to me to see, huh? I want to see it before everybody else does.
You have to buy a ticket, Karan, just like everyone else.
Oh, don't get all Beauty and the Beast on me. All right, I'll buy not one. I will make sure the entire unit watches it because I can't wait to watch Imtiaz Ali's movie. I'm not watching it for Ranbir and Deepika. I'm only watching it for Imtiaz Ali.
We love you.
All right, big hug, big kiss. Bye, Deepika.
Thank
See you back.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Karan.
That was quite an impactful cameo.
Like always.
Hi, Sid.
Hello. When are you joining us, Ranbir?
I'm done in 2 days and I'm with you from the 5th.
But I like this virtual thing. Yeah?
No,
It's
I don't like it. I don't like it
Before
at
this
all.
becomes a marketing strategy meeting.
So where were we, Deepika? तो कहाँ थे
Which
हम?
flight? The media is asking which flight are you on?
मैं शिप से आ रहा हूँ. Where were we?
Do you want to ask us any questions before we show you a new song from the film?
I would like to repeat the same question which Ketu just asked. Who do you think you look hotter with, Ranbir or Ranbir?
Oh my God, I've never been asked that question before. That's so cool. What do you think? Let's put him in the spot. Ranbir Kapoor, who do you think I look better with? Your answers are A, Ranbir Kapoor, B, Ranveer Singh.
I don't think you need anybody to look good. You look good the way you are.
Okay, you're promoted to the next round.
Thank you.
Deepika, what do you feel? We've heard Ranbir, but what do you feel about it?
Whatever he says. Anything? You want to ask anything about any experience, anything about the 3 songs before we move on?
No one's interested in experience.
Huh? Choreography of Matar Gashti was Bosco and Caesar. I think Bosco someone, Ranbir, you want to talk about it? I think Bosco someone who really understands Ranbir's body language. And I think the song was meant to be choreographed without being choreographed. And I think for an actor, that's the most difficult thing to do. Like, how do you give an actor a step and then say, now dance, but make it look like you're not dancing? I think that's really difficult to do. And especially for someone like Ranbir, who's such a gifted dancer, he dances so well. He has his own style. So yeah, I think, you know, that's the way we went about doing Matar Gashti. It was, you had to rehearse a lot, na?
I did rehearse because, it had a certain journey even in the steps. But I think I also would like to talk about Imtiaz because Imtiaz is so clear where his songs are concerned. You know, there is a certain way he wants his characters to behave. He never wants his characters, okay, suddenly, let's shift, let's get out of character and let's just, dance like a Hindi film hero. So in the parameters of the character of Ved and Tara, he wanted the choreography to fit in very seamlessly. And I think he understands, Bosco understands that very well with Imtiaz. I think Bosco worked with you in Love Ajkal and he did Rockstar also. So he had experience of working with all 3 of us together. But yeah, the choreography was fun. You know, it wasn't like hard steps. It wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It was really about just not impressing but expressing. ABCD 3.
I'd like to ask a question to Ranbir now. Ranbir, according to you, who do you look hotter with, Katrina or Deepika?
देखो भाई अभी तमाशा अभी रिलीज हो रही है then film coming out called Jaga Jasoos. So it's better than you all only decide, no, who Deepika looks hot with, who I look hot with. How can we only say कि we look hot with this person?
आपको अगर तुम साथ हो गाना कैसा लगता है?
मुझे बहुत पसंद है. That's आलोक बोल रहे हैं. मुझे आपकी आवाज़ पहचान गया मैं. आलोक जी, मुझे बहुत पसंद है गाना. Actually, जब इम्तियाज़ ये गाने का स्क्रैच लाए थे, तो I think at that time, they weren't really too sure कि ये गाना यूज़ करे नहीं यूज़ करे. It had a little bit of an old world charm to it. But the moment I heard the song, I fell in love with it. I thought कि it had a certain emotion. आजकल के गाने मज़ेदार तो होते हैं, but emotional songs की जब बात होती है, I think India really strikes a chord with emotional songs. If we talk about that song from Ashiki 2, which is, what's the song, how does the song go? नहीं, अबे Ashiki 2, क्योंकि तुम ही हो, or even ये दूरियां from Love Ajkal and many other songs. I think ये genre का जो गाना होता है, कबीरा from ये जवानी. So I think ये genre का गाना बहुत ही important होता है, and I think we got really lucky. Actually, we didn't get lucky. We had A.R. Rahman, Irshad Bhai, and Imtiaz. So a song like this was expected. Hey, Deepika, Sajid Bhai and Imtiaz are not there, right?
I was just going to tell you it was meant to be a surprise. I don't know how you knew.
Okay, I'm just asking. मैंने उनकी art आ गई मुझे. The Jaya Bachchan shot.
We know you're feeling homesick and missing us, so we brought everyone to meet you.
पानी पी रहे हो?
आपने पिला दिया सर.
Let's talk about the music with Imtiaz now, since he's here. I think let's get his view.
No. I think Imtiaz should do the step. Imtiaz has never done...
After he finishes a glass of water, I think.
Water.
It is actually water.
I know, sir. I can see the nimbu in it also.
It is. But yeah. You'll do the step with us? I think we should all do the step.
Which one?
Which other? Matar Gashti. And Alok is going to join us. Chalo, play the song.
क्या रिपोर्ट है? आप लोग हमेशा ऐसे ही बोलते हो यार. ये डांस सिंपल है सर. ये इसको भी मैं कर सकता हूँ सर.
Yeah, I haven't seen the video before. I'm sorry. I'm just like acting like an excited actor, but nice. So, Ranbir, I think we should open the floor to questions
Yeah.
and ask us whatever you want to ask us.
वाट लगा दो हमारी.
No, like we've kept it open and everyone can jump in whenever you want. Hi. Huh. Oh no. हम तमाशा का प्रमोशन करते. That was the marketing team clearly. Good one, na?
Very good.
See.
मैं फुट के आजा अंदर से.
Give me a high five, bro.
I didn't hear what he said.
So basically, what? So basically, it's people. So which people are saying? Some people are saying, online survey is saying that you and me are the next. We are the next Shah Rukh and Kajol. High five.
Wow, but high five to that. But having said that, I don't think nobody can be Shah Rukh and Kajol because they're amazing and we all have grown up to him. But I would really like to be called the first Deepika and Ranbir, then the next somebody else. So let's stick to that.
Actually, both Ranbir and Deepika and everyone on the set, the light boys, the crowd, everyone was getting very emotional. And it was very tough. If you ask this question, if we go back into it, we'll get emotional right now also. So I think we should move to the next question. Sir, Ranbir, you've got a, do you have anything to say about this?
Sir,
About
I really
the
can't-
experience of shooting this song?
Oh, experience of shooting a song. No, like me and Deepika were discussing before, it was like a scene. It wasn't really like shooting a song. It was, and what Deepika said, that holding on to the last few things that you can in a relationship, and there were so many layers within layers that you wanted to show through just this hug and this parting of this hug, that you just made a song on that moment. I think just the fact that you can conceive something like this was really wonderful, and it was really beautiful to even perform it.
Classify Tamasha as your quintessential romantic comedy in that sense. I think it has a lot of heart and a lot of soul, and it's very real, And I think for a lot of us who are going to watch the film, I think there's a lot of reality, there's a lot of truth within the film. So yes, I think the Corsica and things like Matar Gashti are like the fun bits, but there's also a lot of heart and soul in the film. So you were talking about the sequence. See, I can't talk about other films. I can definitely tell you that in this film, there are scenes within the song. So exactly like Ranbir said, like even when we were shooting Agar Tum Saath Ho, for us, we're not shooting a song sequence. We're actually shooting a scene because the narrative moves forward. It's not like, he's not the kind of filmmaker who suddenly breaks into a song and takes you to some fantasy land and then brings you back. It's not, this film doesn't allow for that more than anything else. I think it's very, very true to the moments, and I think it kind of takes the story forward. So I don't think in this situation, no.
But I'm trying to be the filmmaker that can break the narrative and just have a song. It's my aspiration.
Very, very. I mean, even like if you look at Heer To Badi Sad Hai, like we were discussing, it's a sad, technically it's a sad situation. And you'll realize how sad it is when you see the film. But we're saying it through the lyrics and in a sort of quirky, fun way without actually doing it in a typical sad song. I think the situation in the film would have easily allowed for that. We could have easily gone into making like a sad song that, but I think it's being true to what the film is also. Tamasha is something that talks about, can I say, breaking stereotypes? And expressing it differently. And I think we were expressing the mood of Tara very, very differently from how one would normally express that, something like that.
Sir, what is your favorite song in terms of lyrics?
In terms of lyrics, I think "Tu Koi Aur Hai." I think again such a tricky song to write because you're spelling out a certain emotion or certain thing that's happening at that part in a film, and and to not make it literal and to really make it a little bit about the feeling of a character and the emotion, then actually putting it into words. And I think Irshad Bhai really does that really well. So I think "Tu Koi Aur Hai" is my favorite song where lyrics are concerned. But also the simplicity of "Agar Tum Saath Ho," you can't take that away from that just because "Tu Koi Aur Hai" is a harder song to write. But a simple song like "Agar Tum Saath Ho," which really cuts through and people really connect with. It's because of breaking the poetry in words and just making it so simple and so touching is also quite cool.
उसके पहले मैं पूछना चाहूँगा सिड से और साजिद भाई से कि इनको कौन सा गाना पसंद है फिल्म में?
I'd probably say "Agar Tum Saath Ho." It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and it's really simple, beautiful lyrics, and it conveys so much by saying so little. So,
For me, it was Matar Gashti. It's fantastic. From day one, I liked it, and I thought it will score with the audience, and it's doing one. It's on the chart #1.
The brief is always the story, and you tell the story, you discover the basic point of making the film, and you try to then talk about how you want to express the movie itself before you even come down to the song. And then, I mean, it's not very different from the way you would actually brief an actor to begin with, or how you will try to convince the producer. It's the same thing, just to tell the basic point of the story first. And one thing, Faridun, since you had asked, I must also say about Irshad and Rahman sir and the way that we have been working, is that it is not as though Rahman sir makes a tune and then Irshad writes in the words. In all the compositions that you know, that are in the film, there is much of it that's written first and then Rahman sir composes. Then the way he composes, the lyrics do change, but something like "Agar Tum Saath Ho" or "Heer To Badi Sad Hai," these things were written before Rahman sir actually composed. मेरे लिए बहुत आसान होता है editing table पे, because एक point के बाद मुझे हर चीज़ ख़राब लगने लगती है. तो actually जो मेरी बाकी टीम है, editor वगैरह, वो लोग मुझे ज़्यादा रोकते हैं कि मत काटो, मगर मैं last moment तक काटता ही रहता हूँ. Because we already did a session with him, in which there was a very, very detailed discussion with A.R. Rahman and Irshad and myself about the music. So this is her party. So you ask her why he's not there.
I wanted it to just be you and I, like me and y'all. But
Even we are gate crashing.
I just want to say,
actually.
yeah, I was just going to say that they have crashed my party.
Did you like the music of this film better than you liked Rockstar's music?
At this moment, yes. Yeah, at this moment, yes. Because
You can't talk about any other movie right now. I'm standing here.
sorry.
You've taken up a lot of challenging roles this year, people who are so different. Bajirao Mastani is looking to be like a completely different space from what you explored. What attracted you to this role?
This good-looking man standing here.
Not a good-looking man standing there.
Arey.
Sir,
Deepika, बोलो मेरा शॉट रेडी है. वो लोग मेरे को bad looks दे रहे हैं यहाँ से.
Just come back now, yeah.
I am 2 days. Should I go give the shot and come back without still here?
You have to go. Do you all have to ask him any questions? Otherwise, I think we can continue. Correct.
क्या जी?
ऐश्वर्या के साथ शूटिंग का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
वो अभी सेट पे है और अगर मैं नहीं पहुंचूं तो बहुत मारेंगे तो मेरे को जाना पड़ेगा अभी. अगर मैं सरप्राइज बोल दूं तो सरप्राइज नहीं रहेगा ना. हाँ है कुछ. Even Abhishek's in town, and I think the entire crew is going to celebrate her birthday on the first evening. Thank you guys.
Okay,
Deepika, thank you so
bye.
much. I'll see you guys. Imtiaz sir, Sajid bhai, Sid, see you guys soon. Day after, sir, मैं आ रहा हूँ. Airport पे मिलेंगे sir.
Bye.
See you guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
bye, bye. Bye,
guys.
bye, 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 bye.
All the best.
Honestly, I don't think it's the most ideal situation for me because I think we all work so hard on every movie, and you want each one to have its own space and, you know, to do it sort of properly. But when I look at the overall picture, of course, I'm selfish as an actor also, and I'm very, very excited that I have 3 very, very special films that are going to release in the same year. So Piku's already released, and we have Tamasha and Bajirao. So as an actor, I'm very, very happy. But I wish that it sort of, I don't know.